So it is the big dog Roman Reigns versus the legitimate monster that is Braun Strowman. You talk about big guys. We know Vince McMahon likes big, sweaty men, and he likes big guys. But if you have to say, the way a lot of big guys have been booked in WWE in recent years has failed miserably. The last big guy that they booked fantastically, some would argue, would be Big Show back in the day. And even there, over the years, they've cocked it up every now and again, and now he changes face heel all the friggin' time. But Big Show is looking absolutely ripped at the moment, looking dominant. The match that Strowman and Big Show had on Raw in that main event was a match that I really enjoyed. You know, and I will look back at that at the end of the year, and I'll probably remember it. We saw Strowman with some incredible athleticism. I mean, he's improved so much over the past few years. Well, I mean, you think about it. When he came in, hadn't gone through NXT, you know, hadn't really trained that long, was a newbie completely, and we were all very critical of that, and understandably so. But how much he's come along in such a short time is an incredible, incredible achievement, and one that Strowman should be amazingly and immensely proud of. What an incredible way he's turned from somebody who simply was not ready to somebody who looks ready, and hell, looks like a guy that if he is in the main event, I wouldn't really complain. And that athleticism that we saw from him, the variety of offense, his offense seems to get deeper as the weeks and the matches go on. He looks like he can hold a relatively long match. He looks like a legitimate monster, and for the first time in a long time, I feel like they've actually managed to organically make one. We've had Big Show over the years. We've had Brock Lesnar. Braun Strowman could be the next one. And I think if he is, I don't think it would be a bad thing. But how incredible they've booked him since the brand split. If you look at Raw and you say to yourself, what have they done fantastically well since the brand split? You cannot not bring Braun Strowman up in that conversation. He is one of the success stories of Raw. The way they've booked him, the way he, honest to God, looks unstoppable. The question is the man that is unstoppable and that they have booked so well going to be fed to a man that nobody wants, nobody likes, apart from the kind of... I feel like the only people that support Roman Reigns are the Indian fans. I don't know why, but it's like a bit like with Cena. Cena's support... I mean, I like Cena, but I mean, a couple of years ago when Cena was winning everything, and it was Super Cena, the only people that seemed to support him were the Indian fans. I haven't got anything against Indian people, but... It probably wasn't even Indian, but the Indians, the Egyptians. I don't know why that is, but I feel the kind of same way about Roman Reigns. And obviously the women and the little children. But look, real men, real people don't support Roman Reigns. I mean, even the women with any ounce of a brain don't support Reigns. It's only the ones that are like 12 that think he's really attractive. And I don't really know what they're looking at. But anyway, nobody wants to see Reigns beat Strowman. At least I don't think so. I mean, this is another one. You know, WWE will want Reigns not to lose cleanly. I mean, you can make Strowman huge tonight. You can make him absolutely the biggest deal in WWE tonight if he knocks off Reigns clean. Or you can destroy absolutely everything you've worked at for the past however many months with Strowman by having him lose cleanly to Roman Reigns. What do I think will happen? Neither. I think we will get The Undertaker getting involved in this match. Whether that be costing Roman Reigns, whether that be just interjecting into the match. I think we're getting Reigns Undertaker at WrestleMania, although there are some people quietly confident that he could interject into this match and we could get a three-way. A Reigns, Strowman, Taker match at Mania. I don't think it's going to happen. I'm kind of looking forward to Reigns Undertaker if it means Reigns is heel, which needs to happen. Reigns heel, I spoke about it on a previous video before, that's the way that you're going to get people to like Roman Reigns. You know, you've got a legitimate badass heel here. If you want to turn public opinion on Roman Reigns, you want to change public opinion on Roman Reigns, he has to turn heel. Then you'll start to slowly see people like me that have been very critical of Reigns, not because of what he does, not because he's necessarily bad in the ring, but the way he's booked. It's more being critical of the writing stuff than it is Reigns specifically, or there are some stuff that he does that really do piss me off. But if you want to change my opinion, then and make this guy the legitimate big guy that you want him to be, the legitimate good guy, Not the good guy, sorry. Although, as I say, he can turn into the good guy. You can follow The Rock's path. Make him heel, then eventually turn him face. That is what could happen. You could have the legitimate big star that you want to have on your hands, but you have to turn him heel first. Simple as that. Heel Reigns versus face Taker at WrestleMania. That will be one of the hottest matches. You'll have people coming on passionately talking about how they will not want Reigns to beat Taker at Undertaker. The crowd will be so goddamn hot for it. I mean, he can become the biggest heel in the company with this feud with Taker. And that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Reigns is the definition of a better heel than a better face. He's too arrogant not to be a face. Not to be a heel, sorry. He's just too arrogant. Who wins this match? Reigns. No. Strowman. No. Shit. Undertaker costs Reigns so Strowman wins. That's my prediction. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. Yeah, so Reigns is cost the match by Undertaker, which means Strowman wins by disqualification. That is my official prediction. But if Strowman wins, in any way, I'll get it right. Just saying. But yeah, I feel like this pay-per-view is a little bit short on I was about to say staff, and that ain't what I meant, on star power. Hence why I think Undertaker will be there tonight. I haven't read any dirt sheets, any rumours. I haven't heard that he's in Milwaukee, walking around as the dead man. I hadn't heard any of that, but I expect Taker to be there. I'm not even going to look and see whether he is there and whether there's rumours about it, but I'm sure there is rumours. But yeah, no, it could be an interesting match. Will probably be an interesting match. Again, though, I've just realised I've gone through the whole thing and I haven't actually said what match will steal the show. I reckon Reigns Strowman will probably steal the show, actually. I don't think it's going to be any amazing match here. I think it'll be more the story and the stuff that happens after in most of these matches, if I'm honest. So yeah, Strowman getting the big win over Roman Reigns, but only because Undertaker interferes. Moving on to the big thing, the big one, the main event. Kevin Owens versus Goldberg. It is on.